2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. It's coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. A moment now to check out some numbers for Rudy Gobert.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward spot. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. Yep, that one goes.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Markkanen against Randall. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Bailey, and the layup is good. Bailey's got his second bucket tonight. We're about 1 minute into the first. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards, no good.
Operating from mid-range. That's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Count that one.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Over Bailey. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Pass to Collier. Outside Markkanen for 3. And rebounded by McDaniels.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. He's guarded by Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Kessler the screen. Over Gobert. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Timberwolves. They're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And checking out Utah. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
3-pointer, Markkanen. Randall with some nice D.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Utah leading by 4. Here's Collier. 9-point game his last outing. Markkanen down low. McDaniels defending. Here's Bailey. Offline with his three. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Randall surveying the D. Down low, here's DiVincenzo. Markkanen against Randall. Markkanen passes to Collier. Now Kessler. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Here's Collier.
And, you know, when DiVincenzo keeps his hands moving on defense, he's really effective. Great work there.
Pass to Edwards from outside the arc. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Collier, defended by DiVincenzo. And it's Collier missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to some.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
For Utah, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Hendricks. Tipped away. Stolen by McDaniels. Pulls up. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
McDaniels saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Markkanen. And it's Bailey in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Timberwolves passing it around. Left side, Edwards. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark, with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside Edwards. Back to Randall. The rebound by the Jazz. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
The Jazz again can't hit it. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards with it. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Here's Collier. He has yet to score. Bailey. Outside, Markkanen. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Reed kicks to Edwards. A rebound by the Jazz. Markkanen's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Here's Collier. Hendricks can't get it to go.
I think everybody in the building expecting them to make that collective shot.
Ingles in the corner. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pass to Berenger. And here's Reed. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Now Dillingham. Pass to Ingles. Bounce pass from Reed. Now here is Conley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys. But if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And Utah making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. Outside, Reed. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Second and steals. And they also show up in the top 5 in opponents' points per game. I love how they just scratch and claw. They really trust each other on the defensive end.
And with that steals ranking you talked about, Greg, their defense has been a major strength for them. I mean, they cause all sorts of headaches for their opponents. Here's Hendricks. Over Dillingham. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead. Pass to Conley. Here's Beringer. Here's Dillingham. And just miss after miss right now. Jazz leading by 4. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Randall's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Conley. Pass to Ingles. To the right side. And the wide open shot from Reed. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Reed has a pretty proficient three-point shot. He's a big guy who loves to stretch the floor, too.
There's 1:17 left in the first quarter of the game. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. Got a piece of it. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's McKaylu. Over by Conley. Kessler passes to McKaylu. Inside. Here's Filipowski. Julius Randle with the rebound. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Utah shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Markkanen in the corner. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Makes it off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Utah shooting reasonably well, 45%. Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Here's Dillingham. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Dillingham's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Jazz trail by 4. Nurkic a screen on Conley. At the elbow, Nurkic. Reed with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Clark, something fundamental to good offense, but so often overlooked, the art of setting a terrific screen.
Tell you, a screen set well can do a lot for your offense and even for the screener. But it comes down to timing as well as footwork. You got to be able to set that screen legally, and then the ability to get out of the screen quickly is so important, as well as the correct angle.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back over to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket for Nurkic. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Fires from deep. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Filipowski in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sensabaugh. That's 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 3. Randall kicks to Conley. Pass to Ingles. Shoots from the block. 3-pointer, Randall. Rebound, Utah. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Here's Sensabaugh. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
And the first one drops. Minnesota making a switch here. Shannon's checked in. And so he hits both.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Conley finds Ingles. Here's Shannon. Here's Randall. He's guarded by Markkanen. Lets it go from 11. Randall no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. Here's Nurkic. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Jazz lead by 1.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
To stop the drought. That's good by Shannon. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Here's Collier, over by Conley, and it's Bailey in the corner. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Randall. He's averaging about 19 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And the Jazz making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
one of the league's more reliable three-point shooters. Conley didn't always have that in his game, but he's lethal now.
So coming close to 40 years of age, Mike Conley's production has slowed down, but Clark, he is still so valuable in so many ways.
And his value comes in his production, but maybe more so in the intangibles, which are really hard to measure, but they're palpable. You feel them. They make a difference. They have an impact on the team and individual young players. I mean, he's one of the best teammates and leaders in the NBA. Always plays it within himself, has great perspective and wisdom. He's just a joy to be around and a very, very good teammate and leader.
Utah with the ball. Joe Ingles missing his last shot. Outside Conley. Back to Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. Six to shoot. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Jazz have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Conley's shot is off. Utah trailing here. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by Utah. Randall kicks to Reed. Conley surveying the D. Pass to Randall. Looking to end his cold spell. Filipowski grabs the board.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
And the Jazz with possession here. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. To the paint, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Man, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Ingles. Backs in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams changing it up here. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to Collier. Now Bailey. All alone. No good. He's missed 3 and he's made 4 of his 7. Randall from outside gets the 3-pointer to fall. Randall's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And if he gets the space, Randall absolutely will take that shot. Not afraid of that corner 3.
The Jazz shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Collier. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards. Fires the three. And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Jazz trail by 4. Here's Collier. Now Kessler. Defended by Gobert. Will it go? And the layup good by Kessler. Kessler's got 6.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 11. Over Bailey. 5 on the clock. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And again, it's Minnesota.
Edwards has such good feel, knows when to get his own or move the ball.
Jazz have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Collier. Markkanen in the corner. Shoots the three. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He has such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Randall passes to Edwards. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Jazz have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. And it's Bailey in the corner. Fires the three. And Utah, another three.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Defended by DiVincenzo. Collier, that's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Utah leading. 1:27 left to play here in the half. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Stolen by McDaniels. And here is DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
The Jazz shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Pass to Kessler. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards flies in to cap off the break. What hustle!
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Jazz trail by 4. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. Randall against Markkanen. Over Randall. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Collier. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Monster buzzer beater there. Helps carve into that deficit. Now it's anybody's game.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far. How are you guys feeling about the conferences now? Relevant? Irrelevant?
You know what? That's not a bad rapper name. Irrelevant.
That's kind of ironic. I like that. That could be my rapper name.
Hey, Ernie. Yeah, we could be a duo. You could be irrelevant. I could be iconic with the K.
Iconic Kitty. Now that's ironic.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
I like to see them taking it aside, man. Too many threes. Too many wild threes. Got to tighten it up.
Yeah, lots of volume from out there, but poor efficiency. That's been their Achilles heel. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Jazz trail by 3. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now here's Markkanen. Off on the layup. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Dre. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
And here's Randall. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Pass to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 4 assists now tonight.
With his size, Gobert can make this look really easy. It's almost unfair.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And here's Utah. Now Kessler, defended by Gobert. Here's Collier, and the layup's good off the glass. Collier's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. For 3, Edwards nails it.
Edwards is a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
Here's Collier. He's got 6. Bailey passes to Kessler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And Kessler drops them both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they, those threes? McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
Jazz trail by 7. Here's Collier. He's got 6. Here's Kessler. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Kessler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Fires top of the key. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Inside. Gobert against Kessler. 5 to shoot. Gobert dishes to Randall. Back to Gobert. Another shot. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Markkanen. Randall with some nice D. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
An NBA champion with the Bucks. Clark, what do you think about Dante DiVincenzo?
Boy, the guy's a winner. I mean, I think about his spectacular performance in the championship game back in 2018. And then he plays hard all the time. I mean, he's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And his defense and three-point shooting bring great value to his team.
So it's the Jazz now. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Lets a floater go. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. No coverage that time. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. Third is Ace Bailey.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
Here's Hendricks following the 3 by Minnesota. Can't connect from 14 feet out. You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think Too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history. A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
Now, here's McDaniels. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also, his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Here's Bailey. 14 points for him. To the inside. Stolen by McDaniel. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the 3 by Minnesota. To halt the run, count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Collier.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Jumps up, and Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Jazz trail by 14. Out to the wing. Hendricks passes to Kessler. Here's Collier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. He's perfect from the line this time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got his 7th assist in the game. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Collier. 10 points for him. Kessler passes to Collier. To the wing right side. Lock at 6. It's good from long range. 17 points for Ace Bailey.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Randall kicks to Ingles. Back to Randall. For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And it's Collier missing. Timberwolves leading by 12. DiVincenzo with it. 9 points in the game so far. From past the arc. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Here's Collier. He's got 10, and that one, good. Collier's got 12 points in the game.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Minnesota shooting in this game 45%. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Reed's got his third basket of the night.
Naz Reid is a very good shooting big.
And the Jazz with possession here. Here's Collier. He's got 12. Stolen by Michael Conley. Good. Nice job down low. He's got 7.
Nice hustle from Conley that time. When the break is available, he really gets after it.
Here's Collier. He is just playing at a very high level now.
Making plays for himself and others. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, his next assist will give him a double-double.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Anderson in for Collier. Minnesota also with the sub. Dillingham's checked in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
On the inside, Reed's got a deep bag that he can go to. I mean, he's a hard guy to cover.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
Williams, he's checked in for Utah. Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
I like the fact that Reed is pretty crafty. He's got a good understanding and feel for the game. I mean, he makes plays, especially around the hoop, that other big men can't.
Now here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. A minute 42 left in the third. Now Conley. He's got 7. Dillingham. They get it again. And Reed throws it down.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
Jazz trail by 16. Outside Williams. The 10-footer. Kessler. No good. The Timberwolves shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Once Reed saw he had room, he went right up with authority.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mikhailu. Still scoreless. And he gets the bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here is Conley. Outside, Reed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice job by Reed there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
The first free throw is good. And the Jazz with some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in for Williams. Both free throws good from Reed.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Mikhailuk. And it's off from three-point range. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, he's one of the last quintessential pure point guards. Mike Conley, steady as they come, looks for others first. He wants to make passes before he scores. He's a guy you love to have as a teammate.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley.
No basket.
That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Mikhailuk. Nailed from three-point land. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Timberwolves on top, up by 16. From Delta Center, back in a moment. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Sensabaugh in at shooting guard. That's the group right now for Utah. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Down low, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Conley after the basket by Utah. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Nurkic rebounded by the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. And the basket by Ingles.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Sensabaugh. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Clark, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves leading by 17. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Dillingham with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Markkanen following the 3 by Minnesota. Pass to Sensabaugh. Screen by Nurkic. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Conley. 3-pointer, Randall. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mikhailuk, covered by Conley. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Randall outside. Pass to Reed, outside Conley. And here's Randall. Now Dillingham, just 5 on the clock. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Juzang's checked in. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dillingham. Here's Hendricks. Edwards defending. Pass to Mikhailuk. Nurkic's screen on Conley. Mikhailuk passes to Filipowski. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now here's Randall. Back to Conley. And Reed has it in the corner. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the 3-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Miller's checked in. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Nurkic's screen on Conley. Mikhailuk passes to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Hendricks can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 18. Miller kicks to Conley. Randall outside. Here's Reed. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists tonight.
Tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
Here's Mikhailuk. Covered by Conley. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Hendricks. There's the 3. Filipowski. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Filipowski's got 5 points now this quarter. Randall with a screen for Conley. Out to Miller. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Jazz trail by 18. Outside, Markkanen. Mikhailuk passes to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. Covered by Conley. Here's Hendricks. Misses the three.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Mikhailuk. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Randall outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Edwards. Here's Hendricks. Yep, it counts.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And he lit a fire for them with his three-point shooting tonight. He's drained 6 bombs, and that's a huge component of their offense. And he hasn't just been chucking them up either. His shot selection has been terrific.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. Now here's Randall.
Stay there, stay there.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. A rebound by the Jazz. Bailey with the ball. Pass to Collier. Fades. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Jazz trail by 19. Here's Collier. Now Kessler. Defended by Gobert. Kessler passes to Markkanen. From downtown, that shot off. Randall with some nice D.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Utah has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
So it's Minnesota now, following the three-pointer by Utah. Pass to Gobert. Over Kessler. Gobert, no good. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Hendricks. That one goes. Count it. Hendricks has got 7 points for the quarter. Randall outside. Here's Edwards. From outside, Kessler pulls it down. Markkanen down low. Gobert on him. Good on the basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by Kessler. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Bailey fires. Markkanen, sticks the putback.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
Now here's Edwards. A putback, hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
Here's Collier. That's off.
That's a chance he typically converts.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Jazz trail by 12. Driving to the basket. Puts it right back up and in. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Edwards. Drained from outside.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
For the Jazz, this one's not looking good. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Markkanen. And get the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Randall, lots of room, and good that time.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
The first one falls. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Highland, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Highland. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And stolen by Dillingham. 14 feet away. The shot is good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
So it's the Jazz now after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Sensabaugh. Does not go in. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.